Kevin, July 20th and 21st in Las Vegas, Nevada, the beautiful Palms Casino and Resort, we are going to have our first event coaching you live. Why the event and why that topic?
Honestly?
Yeah.
Well, we've both been to a lot of clinics, and when you go to clinics, first of all, ours isn't a clinic. It is a coaching event, coaching experience. That's what we hope to have happen, and we hope the coaches leave there thinking that. Clinics to me connotes lots of jokes, very little content. I want ours to be the reverse. As a matter of fact, you and I have talked, and we have decided that our goal is to give you 700 coaching points, teaching points, tidbits, nuggets, whatever you want to call it, but 700 of them. Not leaving there with one, as you often say, I used to want to go and learn one thing. Mm-hmm. No, we want them to learn over 100 things from the 700 tidbits we get. So that was number one. The second thing is I want to treat them well. I want this to be a first-class event. I don't want them coming in and all of a sudden there's just a table there. You know, we're going to have linens on the table. We're going to have enough room for them to write, because I can remember as a young coach I wanted to go in and I wanted to get my room and have my notebooks out there and take all of my notes. This is geared to them. As you often say, right, it's service. Mm-hmm. We want to make sure that when they leave, when they're there, the environment is such that they can be successful at this event. It's going to be high intensity, high content. We hope and we challenge all the coaches who will come there. Our challenge is see if you can write fast enough to copy all this stuff down. So what is this stuff? Some of the topics will be pick and roll offense, pick and roll defense. We've been in the NBA for quite a number of years. You for quite a number of years.
I'm not that much older than you, but go ahead.
Considerably older, but we'll move on with this. We want them to understand the intricacies. We're not going to spend 45 minutes on it like most clinics. We're going to give ample time to thoroughly go through the intricacies of pick and roll offense, pick and roll defense. Because I've seen it in my son's high school games, let alone the NBA level. Everyone says you can't bring the NBA down to high school. All I can tell you is my son's team was 20-5, and they did a lot of NBA things every single game. I watched Doc Rivers' son play in the summertime, pick and roll to death. We also are going to, which I think is unique and only you can do this, we're going to take you into the head, the heart, the guts, and the brain of a Hall of Fame coach in Chuck Daly, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be very special because, you know, as all of you know, he recently passed, and he was such a close mentor and working partner for so many years, and I really feel that he gave so much to the game, but to keep his great legacy going, he was a coach of the people, and the wisdom that he had that made him a Hall of Fame coach was the way he handled people, and we're going to try to share that with the coaches that come.
And of course, as you know, I've asked you not to tell me anything about that because mm-hmm. I can't wait to get my pen and paper out seriously on that one, because I know I'm going to leave with a bunch of gems on that I can relay to our Celtic players and our Celtic staff for that matter. Some other things, we're going to give them an incredible amount of NBA sets because that's important nowadays, how to get your best players shots. Some of the coaches will have seen my skill development seminar, but this is going to be from A to Z, from creating the buy-in straight on through the drills that we use and the shooting games that we have for all of the NBA players we work with and the college All-Americans in the summer. We're going to have an overtime period. Yeah. Overtime simply is as soon as the traditional event itself ends that evening at 9:30, we stay. And we answer any question for as long as you want. If you want to take it into the lobby, we go to the lobby. If you want to take it into the restaurant, we'll go to the restaurant. But chances are we're going to stay right in that room and answer every conceivable question, of which you have said many times, no dumb questions.
No, there are none. And you know what, I think the thing that makes that special is that when you finish and you listen to someone, you then have a lot of questions, but sometimes you don't have time to ask, and also they don't have time to give. We're going to provide that.
Yeah, great point. The other thing is the early bus.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure you shared.
In the NBA, there's an early bus, and that early bus simply is this. If you want to go over to the game a little bit early and work on your skills to become better, you go on the early bus, the first bus. We're going to have an early bus, and it's going to be early. It's going to be, we haven't decided yet, 6 or 6:30 in the morning.
I'll be out driving it.
Okay, good. So you may want to take your own cars. But 6 or 6:30, We're going to be on that floor. We're going to talk about not so much X and O, but how can you move up in this profession? Not so much necessarily getting the head coaching job. It may be that you're a high school coach wanting to come figure out how to get into college. It may be you're a director of basketball operations in college trying to become a full-time assistant coach. And of course, the ladder keeps getting higher and higher. So we'll talk about all of those things, and at the same time, our challenge is to get that magic number 700 teaching points in this Coaching U Live event.
That will happen.